Good morning and welcome, good afternoon even, and welcome to the Australian Ultimate Championships for 2024. Live from Ballarat in Victoria. My name is Andrew Moroney and I'm joined by Avril Tam as we are about to watch the start of the Manly Mavericks versus Rogue out of Sydney.
Lovely to be here, Andy, on this chilly day. And we've got Manly, Holly Reeve with a big pull. Ooh, a nice floater.
Good rundown.
Ooh, across to Ladamatos, across to Maddie Owens. Looks like a bit of a junk by Manly to start off from the defensive point. Ooh, lovely through the cup to Owens. They're rifling off to Pigeon Owens. 1-2. Across to Eunice Chung. They're now knocking on the doorstep. Just asking for a bit of patience.
Well, she's got no count, so she can, yep, the count comes now.
Lovely.
That's easy.
Lovely little inside
Very
flick
easy.
to open the score for Rogue. So two New South Wales based teams, both in Sydney. So coming into this game, Rogue with a loss 6-15 to Lipsis Ampersand, and Manly with a Univest point win against Spicy Chili. I think these teams will know each other pretty well, likely having played regionals and then probably Canberra Cup as well. See if we can get some inside knowledge. If you're on the YouTube stream, please share the love. Let us know who you're cheering for. If you've got any results of their season matchups, we'd love to hear about it.
As we see Rogue's team lists up, Raya Carpenter, the captain, along with Angela Pigeon. And Lisa Chua is the spirit captain.
We have Rogue with an upwind pull. Pretty decent effort. Still stays in. Manly on offense, starting off the sideline. Holly Reeve, Jesslyn. We've also got Jenny Wu. Oh, this one's a floater. Oh, great bid, great effort to keep. Looks like it's a turnover, it's a drop. Great effort by Wentworth Ping there. Rogue with an early break opportunity. And they slot it in.
I think there's a
hang
call.
on, there's a call.
Have to do it again.
Perhaps a violation.
Be a contested foul here. I think there was a bit of contact coming through on the cut, so I think that's what the players are having a discussion about. I hope the discussion is brief because if you are just tuning in, the weather's been it's a tale of 2 days really. It's either the sun is out and it's beautiful or it's kind of raining sideways, and unfortunately right now it's the latter. But we're very positive about it. We're still having a great time.
Absolutely. The game advisors giving their perspective as well after being asked.
I think it's always true. I mean, I didn't actually see the contact, but it can always be tricky in that situation where the defender's job is to try and put their body in the way of where the offender wants to run. And so, you know, sometimes they get there early and make the defender run around, and sometimes there's contact and you're like, well, is that a foul? Because the defender doesn't want to instigate contact but knows that if their opponent doesn't change their line, that's what's going to happen. So I don't fully know. I mean, I don't know any of the rules really these days, but like I don't know what the rules say about that, but I think it can be a bit tricky for players to adjudicate. Inside, bang.
Second shot, success. Very good pumped after that break.
They are up and about. They're full of beans, Rogue.
Bringing that early energy. See Manly sauntering off. Very different energy levels from the two teams. But there's a lot of experience across Manly's nine.
Yeah,
So
no
I
shortage.
don't want to write them off too early.
Yeah, Manly. I think I saw Lacey Moore's there. Holly Reeve.
Wentworth.
Sarah Wentworth still going.
Yeah.
God, that's epic.
Maya Milek as well. There we go. We've got the team list up now. Captained by Holly Reeve and Lauren Simcox, and the spirit captain is Hannah Gregory. But you can see the experience with Sarah Wentworth, number 44, Kyle Weers, Rosie Dawson. We've got quite a few Australian reps on the team.
Yeah, big time. And a big team as well. I reckon that's probably the biggest team that we've seen on the showcase field today.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, big teams and big sidelines too. Counts for lots in some situations as Rhea Carpenter goes up with the pull. Oh, just floats out of bounds. Looks like Manly will take it from a brick. Jesslyn to bring it up. Right, bringing it in from the brick mark is Jesslyn. Across to swing. Ooh, some heat on that catch. Ooh, that's a lovely long throw.
Should be out here.
Manly really working it through quite easily. Oh, as I say that, just jump past the outstretched hands.
That's your
of
fifth
Jesslyn.
one, Avril. That's your fifth so far. I'm keeping count,
score?
everyone. Don't worry, I'm keeping count.
Ray Carpenter bringing it in, D-line handler.
Great throw.
Just managing to hold them up. That's a nice inside. Oh, lovely long throw. Great float.
Oh, nice bid.
And a fantastic bid, but just past her outstretched hands.
Great bid.
And as we see Manly with another shot on offense. It's a pretty crowded sideline, eh?
Oh, it's chockers. I mean, Rogue have a big team as well, but...
Ooh. And Rogue get the turn on their end zone line. Ray Carpenter, steady hands.
Good cast.
Brenda Lamb, not on. Goes to the round break. Oh.
Not afraid to hit the deck, these Rogue players.
Speedy and not afraid to get on the ground. I think it was M. Sutton with that bid. Right, Manly, Holly Reeve, reliable hands. Oh, and that's a run-through block, number 10.
Erin
Healy.
Good Irish name.
Again, Rogue with another opportunity to score a break. To M. Sutton, there we go. That's a very quick 3-zip lead for Rogue.
Yeah, now if you read the
See a
coach's
timeout?
playbook,
Coach's calling the timeout.
it is. Oh, I'm telling you, it's 3-0. It's in every coach's playbook. It's the first page. Go down 3-0, call a timeout.
I mean, look, they've rifled 3 points on the trot pretty efficiently, so
Yeah.
gotta
I'm not
change
saying that's the
something.
wrong call. Yeah, I'm saying that clearly that's what you need to do something.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we might. I might jump over. Actually, it's raining. We're going to stay here where it's warmer. But what would you be saying if you were in Manly's huddle right now, Avril, as a coach?
I just think they need to lift the intensity, to be honest. Like, Rogue have come out firing, very vocal. You can hear their players, even though they've got the smaller sideline, they're really getting around everyone. You could see celebrating those scores.
Yeah.
It just, Manly feel like they're just lacking a little bit and just down one level in that intensity.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, Rogue have come out pretty fired up, but not just, like you say, not just on their with their kind of intensity on the field, but when they're scoring, they're storming the field. There's a lot of high fives. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. There's a lot of energy during the point on the sideline. So I think that's they've just kind of come out a bit more kind of switched on, ready to go. And I think that's really, and the other thing that's done, it's not just been good for their team, but it's also, I think, intimidated Manly a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like, well, it feels like they're a little bit shocked, really.
Exactly, yeah.
You can see the players trying to keep warm, get the jackets on. And the body language is, a little bit slow. I hope they find a way to turn this one around.
I mean, one of the tricky, look, we're a long way off this being a blowout, right? But like, one of the tricky things that can come with having a big team is, and especially when you go down, and I've been on big teams that have gone down early, probably more often than I care to admit. But it means you keep throwing your O-line out, which is traditionally your smaller line, and it means you shorten your lines on that O-line. And so you could be a D player and not see the field until like the 7th point of a game if you're on like the second D line.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how they're structured, but
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's something similar to that. Try getting into a game when it's 7 points in. Like mentally, it's a real struggle. So that's why that's what I was saying before. Like the sidelines here, they're all up and about, whether they play or not, because their offense probably hasn't maybe played the first point, but hasn't played since.
Yeah.
So it's how do you maintain a bit of engagement and energy, even if you've not taken the field.
Yeah, engagement was the word I wanted to say as well, Andy. I think that's really the key. Yeah, Rogue is really dialed in. Manly, maybe not everyone is on the same page just yet. But as we see Manly go across to that far sideline, Rogue are playing a bit of a junky look just to try to keep the disc in the backfield. The handlers are still moving it across.
But at least they're getting their hands on it, Avril. You know, like getting a few touches, getting a few reps. That's a
really nice gainer to Milek. Swings back across. It looks like they've collapsed into a match.
Gone.
Oh, that's a high one. Well taken down. That was by Rosie Dawson. Ooh, lovely. Manly get one on the board.
There we go.
That's through, I think, Maylee Rickards-Tam. No, Hannah Chen.
See, and if for nothing else, jump on the field, storm the field, get some warmth in the legs, have a run. Is it colder than this morning?
The wind chill factor, I think, has gone up a notch.
Oh, she's fresh. We love Ballarat. Come down, City of Ballarat. Very good. Thank you for having us. If you wouldn't mind turning up the heat a
thermostat,
bit. Just a little bit.
Right, so that's 1-3. Manly peg one back. They'll start out on defense for this point. Time for Rogue's offensive line to show us what they've got. And in with the pull from Jesslyn. Received by Palmer across to Eunice Chung. Manly doing pretty well to pressure all the undercuts. They squeeze one up the sideline.
It's a good find.
Yeah.
High in the count.
That's to Matilda Wu. Back to Eunice Chung. Ooh, a nice gainer to Pigeon. And Owens is also there. Ooh, what's the call? Pick call, perhaps?
It's away from the disc, so I think it may have been a delayed pick call. Or there was a bit of contact. Yeah, a bit of contact.
Coming back in on Maddie Owens. Oh, a bit of
nice
jinking work by Ladamatos. Yes, very well done. But they managed to get the around break off to the fill. Maddie Owens involved again early.
The break's good.
Eunice Chung with the disc now. She'll shoot it. Just looking for a good option. Cross again to Maddie Owens. Her and Eunice really doing well on this point. Every second pass. Great stagnant upfield. She's got to engage her jump. Oh, she goes for an over the top pass, and Pigeon makes it look good.
Whenever I say that, the first person I always look for is the coach. When I see that, right, that's a stall 9 when you had your dump wide. They scored the goal. Well done.
Yeah.
But when I see a stall 9, I go up when the dump is poached, but you can see that bottom left of bottom right of screen.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw one up in the stack. You know what? Power to you. You've done it. But I always like to just, okay, is the coach clapping or is the head dropped? Or it's just very interesting to see.
Yeah, I think it's always tough as well when you're the dump. You know that you're free. You want to be engaged, but the thrower's not looking at you. I can't do much about it. All right, so Rogue continuing on the merry way, up 4-1.
That's the other, the flip side of that argument is they can play with a bit of freedom.
Yeah.
Like not that you want to kind of take a lead for granted, but you've certainly got a great flow, you've got a great sideline. You know, there's not...
Yeah, the pressure's...
They've got the vibe,
Yeah, the pressure's kind of off, isn't it? Whereas, like, you can sense, you know, there's some tension with Manly, you know. They're like, down 4-1, you got to try and get a grip, try to hold, and then you go through that defense. It's easy to get ahead of yourself, so
good
hopefully...
Pull.
Yeah,
the
lovely.
lights are now on in Ballarat. It's 2:15 and we've put the lights on.
Perfect. All that cloud cover. All right, can hear the intensity from this sideline from the Rogue players helping out the defense. So sticking with this junk. Oh, what a block by Palmer.
Big block.
That's a huge block. Well done. And only a short field to work with now. Ray Carpenter. Oh, that's a leading pass, but might just go out the sideline. The space is good, just
Nothing away from the tee.
slide outside. Absolutely. Timed that to perfection. Palmer.
Took a great line as well.
Yes.
There's one crack at it.
Yeah. Avoided body contact as well. Safe bid. All right, so Manly. Swinging it across the field. Rogue doing well to really contain the movement. You can hear all the help from the sideline that their teammates are giving to the defenders on field.
Nice swing.
Oh, she goes a big gainer. Lovely. And that's Chen again, bobbing up.
Nice throw.
Yep. Oh, she's pointing. They're sticking with this junk. Ooh, it's a hammer. Lovely pinpoint as well. That's a beautiful score, Manly. That's Chen. 2 scores for Manly, 2 scores for Chen. So I'm hoping that that score is going to get Manly up and about a little more.
That hammer should. That was laced out.
It was pinpoint.
Great.
You can see Hannah Chen, number 2, getting involved really early, both in the cutting space and also receiving the score. Keep an eye on her for the rest of the game. You good?
Ball's gone up and it's a brick. Seen a couple today, but it's been challenging. It's a right to left of the threes coming towards the camera, so it's going to push those discs out of bounds. So Rogue, we're taking it from the brick mark. It looks like they're setting up out of Poro. That might be the deep goes first. All of them go deep except isolating one.
Oh, Maddie Owens, reliable receiver. Everyone's streaming past now. Just got to hold steady. Eunice Chung on Holly Reef. That'll be a nice matchup.
I was about to say, that's a really good matchup.
Yeah, Angela Pigeon. Oh, straight through to Palmer with the score.
Pigeon is up and about.
Yeah.
Up and about U and A.
Pigeon and Palmer really doing it well.
She's got a laser too. a good take. That was coming in at force.
Yeah. All right, so we've got Rogue, who'll be pulling to Manly. Manly will be hoping to score this one. It is more of a downwind-ish point, although the wind, as I say, has now dropped off. The crosswind's been a little bit tricky, so we'll see what the gusts are doing now. Ooh, it's a rolling pull, takes Manly a little while to stop. Taryn Anderson. Oh, lovely big shot. Just go forward, floating. And taken down by Rosie Dawson.
Nice work. Great long put. And a really good response from the Mavericks. Like, you go down 3-0, things can go a certain way. You know, it's like, oh, okay, well, that's that. They are putting up a fight. And they're starting to match the energy now. You can see the entire team on the field.
Yeah, that's right. So Maya Milik put that one to Rosie Dawson. Some senior experience heads for the Mavericks. So I'm sure they'll be setting the ship along with some of their other leaders.
So both sidelines super engaged. Manly now, really positive response from the body language or attitude of their players. Everyone involved, massive team.
Jesslyn with another big pull from Manly. We've got the O-line handlers. We've got Palmer, Eunice Chung, Ladamatos in the backfield. Bit of a junky look, but Rogue managed to get it through. Oh, and a hand block by Holly Reeve.
She's going to step it up now, Holly.
Yeah, Mavericks with a short field to work with. Everyone's streaming past, getting set. Stram. Oh, unfortunately, no one in that space. The look was good, just no one was there. So Rogue get to start again. The junky look to try to stop that quick movement. Oh, that goes for a big. Oh, that just floats forever. Oh, unfortunately, her receiver just got a bit caught under the disc. Lost vision, and then that was game over.
I don't think that's the last time you'll see that throw.
No.
That looked pretty, that was flat. You're just going to sit your wings even deeper. The worst case scenario is that the deep has to then sit deeper. You create more space under.
That's right. Oh, and that's just a turf throw. Rogue. A lot closer to their end zone now. Eunice Chen coming to pick it up. Stacking on Maddie Owens, who also provides a first option. Faked off. Oh! It's a great bid, Maddie Owens.
Nice bid,
Gets
nice
completely
work
horizontal
from Holly as well. But
yeah.
I think forced that throw to be a little bit harder than it needed
to. For sure. And Holly now goes
Great
across the field with a wide swing. Getting into position.
This upwind is going to be
Holly
super
Reeve.
important.
Oof. Yeah, Strand's completely poached. Now they find her. Holly Reeve goes long. Strand doesn't like it.
No, I think she's just starting a bit deep.
Yeah.
This is an upwinder.
Yeah, she's
So
too
that
far.
whole stack needs to get shorter.
Yeah, for sure. Right, Holly would look for a big, but nothing coming. So looking for a dump. Nice one up line to Otten. Ooh.
Nice work.
Bit of a speculative one, but they managed to get it off.
Hit a dump, hit a dump.
Oh, that's a call.
All right, so we're just adjusting now. Pick call didn't affect, so I think it's going to stay up. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we're going to keep the disc there.
Player's just going to reposition.
Coming in on 0. Big one for Mavericks if they can put this upwinder in.
Ooh. And Jesslyn bobbles that out of her hands. Must have been a high stall count.
I think so.
And a really crammed throw.
I think you're right.
Ooh. Faking the big Latamados. Got no one on the mark at the moment. Swings across. Maddie Owens, who's been doing everything this game. Ooh, throws a big crossfield swing, but bounces out of the hands. And Manly, again with another opportunity to break. Ooh, lovely high grab. That's by Mei Rickards Tang. Oh, Strand getting free. Very nice. All right, let's see what Manly can do. They've got Jesslyn on the sideline here. Pretty short field. Oh, that's a bladey throw. Read by Rogue. And another turnover. It's a bit of a grinder. Few turns, opportunities for both sides.
Yeah, but Manly well and truly in it now. You know, that first 3 points, Rogue would get the break, and Rogue would get the turn, and then put in the break.
Score. Yeah. Now they're having to work for it. Ooh, again, bounces off the chest. These downwind discs really coming thick and fast.
But you keep throwing them.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay off. One has before.
That's right. And you gain meters either way.
Oh,
and a fantastic layup blocked by Angela Pigeon. Gets this back for Rogue.
She's brought her own disc today. Yeah. Best on ground so far.
I know Maddie Owens is getting pretty good. Palmer's been good. A lot of the Rogue players have been
lining
good.
up. Yeah. No dump back. Nice ISO.
That's Latamados. Oh, hand block on the... Oh, or foul.
Oh.
Foul called.
You reckon?
Let's see the replay. Well, this is coming in. Looks like it's uncontested foul.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely disc to Eunice and to Pigeon.
Putting the case in. I'm saying, putting the case in. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, she's a Firetails and a Stingray.
Right. Oh, that's like my man from the last game. What was his name?
Ryan, Kobe Ryan.
Kobe Ryan.
So Rogue continuing on the merry way. Although, as you said, Andy, Manly are certainly in it. They're getting the opportunities, just offensively not quite as neat.
Yeah, 3-6 doable, 3-6 with the disc. There it is. All right, so as you can see by the flags there, she's windy, blustery as well. So there's not necessarily a consistent wind. When it's there, you definitely know about it. So it's going to affect high discs and long discs.
We'll see if Manly can make the most of this downwind point. We'll see if Manly can make the most of this downwind point. Just asking for a dump. Ooh. Well done to read that. Rogue doing well with that junk just to keep things, as Manly actually gets through. Ooh, lovely bid. Layout couldn't save the disc. And here we go again with Rogue. I think they'll be ecstatic if they score this upwinder. It's going to be a tough ask. Looking for the jump. Oh, speculative throw. Well caught by Erin Healy. Little jump back to Carpenter works out. Near round jump. Manly are forcing Rogue back. They're doing okay. Now she goes up line. Oh, again, Healy backing up. Ooh, but then Manly getting the block. Healy reading a couple of bobbles really well.
Great reads.
Might be in for another long point, Andy.
Yeah, I think, we were talking about the wind. You can see the angle that those discs are blading out at. Credit to Rogue for being able to reel a couple of them in, but it's not exactly a sustainable strategy.
No.
The long flat ones they were throwing before were really nice.
Yeah, they were beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
as we go, Manly goes for a long flat one, but overthrows the receiver. We've got Rosie Dawson in the deep space. You can see why I'd want to put it. At least they gain a bit of position, though. Make Rogue work up from their end zone.
Let's see back.
So we've got Carpenter bringing the disc up. Rogue in a vert stack. Healy off the back of stack makes that first cut. She had the backup hands all day. Rogue work it around, swing it to this side of the field. You can see the disc just being pushed up a little bit with that upwind. They're making the upwinds happen. Oh, Lamb's in the space, but just not quick enough. So Rogue sticking with the junk on defense, slowing Manly down. Ooh. Short field. So Lee picking up the discs now.
What do we think the call is?
Not sure.
The Rogue player did pull out. She almost stopped her cut, so maybe there was a bit of a feet getting tangled.
Guessing it's a foul call. Not sure who called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Carpenter signaling a foul with the hands there. Have to let this one play out.
Okay, so now other players sharing their perspectives. And then maybe we'll get the game advisor, which we are now. So now game advisors sharing their perspective from what they saw. Players are able to make a determination based off that feedback, and the foul will either be uncontested, contested, or retracted. And it looks like it might be a contested. It is foul. Given it's going back, it's contested. So the players will go back to the last place before the foul occurred. Manly, Rogue, chance to go 7-3, and it's a T. Sarah Wentworth, and she is off. And this one,
oh, she doesn't put it.
About 40 people on this at this field wanted her to throw that. Cooler heads have prevailed, probably for the best. Whoa. They're moving it well. They're moving it to halfway.
Manly playing small ball. Wentworth now coming all the way back into the backfield.
Go on.
Oh.
Very
Small
patient.
options are working.
Yeah.
On the doorstep now, Manly. Oh, Carpenter with the D. They were working it up really well after that last one.
Yeah, they really were.
I think that deep cut from Wentworth opened up the field and all those small balls.
Yeah, and it's those little things that people don't see or don't get rewarded or doesn't get a stat. I mean, Adishi got a stat, that was phenomenal.
Right, Carpenter bringing it up on the corner. Nice attack on that catch. Oh, no, Healy again with the bobbled catch. She's just reading everything off the
You know she's going to drop a flat one, right? She will take 8 screamers and then there'll be one right in the breadbasket.
As we've got the disc of Brenda Lamb, fakes the hammer. Nice safe. Jump across. That's Tatar. Oh, a lovely inside break to the front of Stack. Rogue doing well to be patient with this offensive point.
Cuts are drying up though.
Yeah.
Cuts are drying up.
Oh, the handler's clearing. Now around
The breaks are the only things really saving Rogue's offense right now.
Yeah, I think they're pretty gassed, to be honest.
Yeah,
they're
see,
looking
there you
really
go, another
tired.
break.
Right, Healy. Oh. All right, Manly back on offense, on their end zone line as the rain starts to sprinkle down. Wind gusts up, and Chen just misses that catch. Tar telling everyone to relax. We've got Carpenter picking up. Healy at the back. Going for Gerard from the front. Ooh, Manly, well read. 2 defenders in the space. We'll try for the small ball potentially, the 1-2s, Right, now they centre. Now they centre and swing, open up the field. Nothing coming, and there's a lot of heat from Rogue. Plenty of defensive pressure. Again, Manly playing small ball well. Can they keep doing this until the end this time? Doing well, patient offense, swinging the disc. I think both sides are getting pretty tired. There have been some plenty, but
I think there's an uncontested foul. Yeah, I think it was a trip. As we see once again another turn in the weather. I'm a coffee drinker, but I'm just going to hold it because it's...
Manly gets it underway on the doorstep now.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yep, open side. Nice work, Manly.
That's a, not a veteran's cut, but that's a really experienced player. I think we were saying it a couple of games ago. Once you watch what Sarah Wentworth does here in the stack, it's all about timing. It's not like where you cut, it's when you cut. So watch the collapsing, you can see her top of screen, collapsing in, sees everything play out around her, and can see her player with the hat is watching the disc. Bang, whoops, done.
Yeah.
That's experience, and that player she'll learn from that. But as soon as Sarah sees that her defender is not looking at her, she's gone. And as a defender who has been in that situation far too many times, can I tell you how you just, it's a bit of a sinking feeling.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, did anyone else see that? Just as we hear the Rogue coach going past us, we made comment about both of these teams having pretty large squads, and that in conjunction with the temperature dropping is hard to keep players engaged in a game. So the Rogue coaching team have asked their squad to start throwing on the sidelines, keep warm, keep their heads in the game. And the Manly coach is just madly pacing the sidelines, trying to work out what's next. I'm assuming that's Nikki Shires is the Manly coach,
I
right?
would guess so, yes.
Given the way she's going berserk, probably about right.
Yeah, I think her and Di Warman might be Manly coaches this season.
So,
as we see Manly pull on a zone, it's a puppy fence.
about a 40 years experience. Oh, wow.
Ooh, well read by Rogue. Again, we've got Pigeon popping up. Using those fakes. Nice safe dump to Chung. Ladamados. Oh, goes for the big. Looks like Holly Reeve might have position on that.
Yeah.
Well done to track it.
Read it well.
Manly setting up a vert stack.
Great break.
Oh, that's beautiful. Manly working. Oh, just faded away from her stride, made it really difficult. And we have Rogue back on offense with a short field to work with. Eunice coming to pick up, Eunice Chung. We've got a few receivers that she can target. There's Pigeon, Ladamados, Owens. There we go, Owens with the disc. Pigeon drags two defenders with her. Who's poached? Needs to punish that. Pick called.
It's out the back here.
Yeah. Palmer 18, I think. Oh,
37, I think.
Bub 18, also an option.
Yeah, or Meili Gow. Because I get the feeling. Yeah, they're picking up too. Oh. Open side goal. That one stings. Manly Mavericks.
Yeah.
Could have gone 5-6, instead it's 4-7.
It's a bit to come back from, especially with long points like this. Grinds.
But if anyone's going to be able to do it, it'll be Nikki Shire's inspirational character. So these teams both obviously large squads, but a large cohort of representatives in here as well, both current and previous. Obviously, borderline legend status, Lacey Moore and Sarah Wentworth from Manly. I think Carolyn Tamas has been a rep player, Helen Epstein, Eunice, obviously Danny Alexander, as well as the emerging cohort, so Rick and Tang,
Pigeon.
Holly Reeve. All right.
Palmer up with the pull. All right, Manly's got a downwind O point. See what they can do.
Yeah, they got to finish one in.
Oh, that's a lovely flick around the carp.
That'll work.
Oh, it's a big shot.
That'll work.
Oh,
That'll work.
Way to get high. Rosie Dawson, just talking about the experienced heads in Australian reps. Went back to Dawson.
Yeah, just those boxes.
Yeah, I'll be calling that a few more times, I'm sure. This one was lovely from Holly Reeve. Just sliced through that cup here.
Yeah. That looked good out of hand. I know it was a contested grab, but I feel like Rosie knew where it was going.
Absolutely. And apologies, that was Megan Edwards with the assist. This was a really nice throw over the zone, actually.
Is it just me? Nationals used to be hot. Is it just me? No? Like,
Maybe it's
I
just
remember
because it's
Nationals used to be like
Victoria.
30-degree days. Maybe that's regionals.
Well, tomorrow, might be 30, who knows?
I enjoy your optimism. Value it. I won't spoil it for you, but it ain't going to be 30. Just look it up. I think it's appropriate at this point that we do, once again, thank our friends at Ulti TV and Ultimate Australia for letting us put this event on, as well as all the volunteers. This event doesn't happen without volunteers, and volunteering's a bit hard when it's raining sideways, so credit to everyone there as we see a turnover. Manly now with a chance to get within one.
Upwind break opportunity. Holly Reeve will be looking at this. It's like a match deep road. Starting at 1-6. Nice bid to the kick session.
Go, 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 go.
Second option. Oh,
Oi.
pigeon. Ooh, I think her ankle got clipped on the way down.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a bit of pain there. I think she may get the wind taken out of her as well.
Yeah.
So we might take a quick break just as we make sure that everyone's getting the support that they need. I think we might be a couple of minutes as we get a chance to see here. Yeah, I think just the leg getting taken out, so she's coming off the field now, so we might stick with it. Brave play, brave bid. I think caught it, correct? So they'll be maintaining possession. So focus now for both teams, but in particular Rogue, whenever you do have a teammate that kind of goes down and we're not sure what kind of shape she's in, is how do you check back in and maintain that intensity and energy, particularly at such a key point in the game. They win this point, they win half. Nice grab.
Chung's going to go with it. She tracks it really well. She's up on the far sideline now. She points to where she wants and Owens.
That's a great
Just on the doorstep now. She gets this little one.
Good D.
Pushes her back.
No inside break. I mean, I didn't yell it. I think if I want to try and be useful to Nikki Shies' mate, so I need to be yelling that. But anyway, that is half, baby, as you heard from part of the coaching staff from Rogue. So that's half from us. So we are going to take a short break to see what the second half brings, and if Manly can bridge the 5-8 gap that they find themselves in. Join us shortly.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ultimate TV, the best in the world.
Become a member
and
fund
our
work
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with Ulti TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
We're back in. Manly versus Rogue after Rogue taking half 8-5. Manly starting on offense. We're down in point. Junk for Rogue, really getting the count high. And the little hammer doesn't work out. So Rogue with an early chance to break after half. Carpenter walking to the disc, setting up a vert stack. Fakes off the first option.
Pick called.
Pick called. I think Lamb stepping through a couple of players in the stack. Santana's working it out.
They've pushed him back here, which is
Yeah.
good from Manly.
Absolutely. Yeah, the stack needs to readjust their position. They're a little bit too far away. Ooh, and a lovely inside break across the field. Oh, Holly Reeve. Massive run through D. And a lovely swing across to Chen. Getting closer to the end zone. We've got House on the doorstep. It's not much of a stack at all. Oh, and it's turf. It's just a bit of a lump in Manly's end zone, which not much to work with. Got Carpenter picking up for Rogue. So nice defensive intensity by Manly, really pushing Rogue back. Oh,
Don't know how that missed.
threw some hands, but Rogue managed to keep possession, and a big shot goes up from Palmer, and Healy somehow manages to read that blade. On the doorstep now, Rogue. Easy one to Carpenter. She's looking for the stack. She gets sorted.
Healy was actually free there after she threw it.
Yeah.
A defender had looked away.
Very stagnant stack
Yeah.
for Rogue, just having to work it with the handers and the dump sets. There's a lot of movement, but not coordinated. Oh,
Nice,
and
Steve.
Healy can grab that one.
Nice D from Sarah Wentworth. Still got it.
Yeah, there was no movement and then all the movement. Oh, and a big one for
Big one.
yards. Oh, it's Jesslyn to Wentworth.
Go catch the goal, Sarah. Go catch a goal. Catch the goal.
Rogue just catching up now. All right. Manly, can they keep some calm heads? Jesslyn,
Goals time.
open side. Yeah, there we
Yes.
go. It's Jesslyn to Lawrence and Cox.
Well, nice work from Manly. I mean, they were on the back foot early with the early turn.
And I think that run through D by Holly Reeve lifted the team.
Big time.
As we get another look at this, just kind of hid behind
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Yeah, hid behind her component, and then at the last second when the disc had been released, just accelerated into that. And
Nice
that
put.
was a great read here by Healy.
This was a great put as well.
Yeah, just for yards. Lovely. So Jesslyn throwing that long huck and also the assist. All right, so 6-8 or is it 7-8? 6-8.
Yeah, 6-8. So Manly, for all their challenges, I mean, they've maintained proximity with them.
Yeah. And Jesslyn staying on the line this time. So playing back-to-back points, staying warm. Got Eunice picking up, Eunice Chung. Coming out of a horror set this time. A lovely upline movement. Oh, and a lovely long option to Owens, but she doesn't quite read it. Oh, is there maybe a call?
Yeah.
No, no call.
Well, it'll be a, yeah. I think she did call a foul, but realised it was a turn, so
Yeah.
the same thing would have happened.
Yeah. So lovely upline movement by Palmer into that power position, which released that long option. Manly also playing out of a horror. Jesslyn, let's see what she can do. She threw that big huck earlier, the other way. What about the upwind? Yep, and there she goes for a long option, although this one falls a bit
they're
short.
all just, they're all starting too deep
Yep,
because the defenders are, like, they're basically U-turning back
yes.
because the throws aren't going deep enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the receivers okay in terms of the downwind
Yes.
end, but the upwind they just haven't adjusted the
They've got to
distance
come
yet.
5,
Yeah,
maybe even 10 metres short.
yeah. So the
Onside.
disc is with Rogue. Maddie Owens, lovely movement by Palmer to get free.
Yeah, it's a good cut.
Oh. Ooh. All right, what has she got now? Oh, just enough, I think.
And she's off.
Yes, there she goes, Wentworth King, I believe. Sorry,
Go on.
that's Rickard's Tang.
Go on. Oh,
She's points. They're not going where she wants.
there
Otten.
we go. There we go. Just to get a bit of flow back. Give the stack a couple of seconds just to find their structure again.
That's it. Disc with Rickard Tang. Jess Lynn. Ooh, that was really close by Bub there. All right, Otten's available. Just maintaining possession, slowing things down a bit. Rickard's Tang again.
Go, Lacey.
Oh, lovely. Oh! Foul uncontested. Eunice Chung kind of baiting that a little bit, but
Well,
maybe just
Eunice
taking
did
it
really
away.
well because if you actually watch, Eunice poached off the top to
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
Lacey and then came back. So she shut down, almost
What,
got the D,
two? Yeah.
but at least almost shut down 2 cuts.
Yeah,
So that was fantastic.
Phenomenal.
That's really impressive. Uncontested foul.
Yep. So mainly Gow with the disc. So the deep player, number 10, Lacey Moore. Rogue have walked out the defense now. Otten reads that disc
Yeah,
that just
that's
popped
not
above her
easy.
head. Yeah. Ooh, and that's a wide. Oh!
Wow. Oh, the pickle, but it'll stay. Surely it's got to stay. Yeah. That's a huge grab.
Full extension by Rickard's Tang. She brings it in now. Jessin working hard up line.
Go,
Now the
keep going.
dominator movement. Ooh, she just threw that a little earlier than she needed to.
Stuck in her hand a bit.
Yeah. Still a very intense game from the sideline. All the players are staying pretty engaged, particularly from the Rogue perspective.
You know why, like, because they're great teammates and stuff, but staying engaged means you stay warm.
Absolutely. Yeah, running up and down the sideline makes a huge difference.
Bang.
Oh, just bounce out of their hands. So another long point. Manly get another shot. 6 stack. Jesslyn picking up. It's a wide one to Rickard's Tang. She's been everywhere at this point. Looking for a good option. Lynn wants it behind.
We've got to adjust that
She
stack.
didn't
It's still
have
way
that-
too deep now, especially
Yeah.
going upwind.
That's right, and the continuation after that around
Yep.
dump wasn't forthcoming. So they're working out the fourth side now again.
Shorter
Jesslyn.
guys.
Oh. It's the right idea, just bounces out.
Oh,
All right,
this could go.
everyone's telling her.
Nice
Great
grab.
attack through the middle of the field. Latamados leading her play into space. Ooh, lovely to Owens. Again, Rogue have been here a few times before. They're usually pretty patient in working things out. Pick called.
call.
It's a long point. Everyone's pretty tired.
So a little discussion just to reset where things are at. Looks the inside. Eventually gets the around. Bang.
Oh, that inside.
Throw of the
break.
day. Throw of the day. Saw it here first. That's a lovely flat inside dagger. That was lethal that was. Well done to stay committed to the dump. Gets it off. One step.
Just
Boom.
bang. So Rogue up 9-6 now. Manly's got to stay in touch with this downwind point. They've put Jesslyn on a couple of points straight. She's now having a bit of a breather. All right, here we go. Manly hoping to get this downwind point. Bit of a junky look by Rogue. Moving the disc quickly. Now on the side. Oh, and a big shot
That'll work.
to Rosie Dawson.
That'll work.
It's a quick O point, exactly what Manly needed.
I just gave away Throw of the Day award, so but if I hadn't, that would have won it.
I believe that was Taryn Anderson to Rosie Dawson. There's a clear distinction of volume between the Rogue camp
Yeah.
and the Manly camp.
And that's been pretty consistent. I mean, there was a bit of a bump that Manly got. I think, you know, with some highlight plays, it brought their energy back up. But I think coming out of half, again, it mirrors the start of the game where Rogue just came out that little bit more fired up.
Yeah.
I mean, the gap here is smaller now. It's only 2 points. But yeah, the energy. It's not to say Manly don't have energy. It's just like Rogue are really
Yeah.
it's obviously a very deliberate focus area of theirs.
Yeah. And that's fine. It might work for Manly to remain cool, calm and collected. That might be their style.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But you just don't want to be intimidated, I guess, by the energy of your opponent.
That's right.
Do it your way.
All right, big pull from Holly Reeve.
Yeah, great
It's a
pull.
great upwind. Received by Eunice Chung. To Latimados to Chung. And a junk look by Manly to slow things down. I think not a bad option. They still managed to get it through the cup, although Wentworth has a sniff at it. It's with Maddie Owens now. Using plenty of fakes to move the cup. Chung, Latimados, 1-2. Just trapping on the side, although a lovely disc goes up. I think that's a goal.
Yeah, that's pinpoint. That is pinpoint. Some really, despite the wind, there are some really good throws coming out here.
Good idea from Manly to slow things down with the zone.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. Yeah. And again, if you're shooting down the sideline, like look at this, you're working with a max 3 meters.
Yep.
And the throw was technically out of bounds. She did really well to
Keep her
keep her
feet
feet in. But you know, we were saying it earlier in the game. If that's the throw you're baiting, that's what you're daring them to do. If they do that 15 times, take the win. Whatever. Like,
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it did look like a puppy fence, I think, so they were forcing that sideline. They're going to have more players around the disc to put pressure on the backfield. But yeah, Rogue just managed to sneak that one through. They've got elite throwers in Chung and Latimados, Palmer.
Yeah. But especially in these conditions, even though it was downwind, that's going to be tricky. All right, the sun pokes out once again. Oh, we've got an offside call.
Ooh.
Hello. So I think they can take the brick automatically.
Yeah, that's it.
Is there no repull anymore?
No,
Straight into
just
it.
from the brick,
Okay,
yeah.
I like it.
All right. The junk not really slowing down Manly. They've got a big option to Holly Reeve, and why not? Manly did well to slice through that junk look. Their offense is looking a lot smoother this half.
It is, yeah, and Holly's obviously never going to be far from that. I'm glad that offside repull rule is gone. I was playing Worlds one year, weird flex. I was playing Worlds one year, and the other team, horrible pull, but they were offside. And one of our bonehead teammates, it's like offside repull. I'm like, mate, it didn't make the brick mark. So then naturally what happens? Next ball, back of the end zone, they're onside. I'm like, I was ready to throttle the bloke. I won't name him, Kieran Hudson. And I just went, what were you the game went to double game point. This is our first game of World Clubs. And I'm like, what were you thinking, mate?
Oh, that's
Anyway.
a heartbreaker.
We won, so yeah, it's, not Worlds. We won the game. Yeah, didn't win Worlds. Top 16 though.
Mm.
Take that.
All right, so 8-10. Manly 8, Rogue 10. Holly Reeve doing triple duty. This is her 3rd point on.
Has an engine, Holly.
Oh, absolutely. We've got
Has
Jess
an
Lynn, Ricards Tang, Rosie Dawson. It's got a pretty strong line on. Let's see. Wonder if they're going to put another junk look, try and slow Rogue down.
I mean, I would.
Mm.
That one.
It is a downwind, but it's a nice float.
Well, I don't think like Rogue scored, but they didn't beat it.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
that's right.
There's a difference between the two.
Yeah, but looks like it's a match. Oh, and that's Maddie Owens versus Otten. Owens wins that battle. She just got 2 steps on her, and that was it, really. It's a decent throw. Timeout called.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a, I mean, it's just, if you're Manly, you can't control, you really struggle to have any control over, are they going to score or are they not?
Yeah.
You have a larger degree of control of how long do we keep them out on the park. Like, what can we shut down? We might not be able to have them turn it, but we might be able to make them throw 40 passes rather than 3.
Yeah.
And so what it does a couple of things. One, they keep scoring, but 2, it keeps Rogue's offense really fresh. Because right now, I think they've played 2 points and they've maybe thrown the disc 4 times.
Yeah.
So how can they, and then their row has to go right back on after they've just basically gone and got their drink bottle and now they're out again. So how, if I was Manly, I'd be going, right, and you kind of mentioned it, is it a junk or something, but what can we do just to keep their O-line, the Rogue O-line out on the park a bit? We get the turn, even better. We get the goal.
Yeah. But make them work
Party
for it.
time.
Yeah.
But make them work, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, even maybe like a bracket of sorts or something.
Yeah, take away the
Something
primary
different.
play.
Yeah.
Make them go to the second. I don't know if they play secondaries anymore, but make them go to the secondary.
Yeah, second option, third option, yeah. So we're at 72 minutes. Still a fair bit of time to go. Probably just enough if Manly want to make a comeback. They've got to do it now.
Yeah. Rogue looking to see if they can just separate enough to probably put this away. Manly desperate to stay in touch.
Again, a lot of pressure from Rogue, both on field and from the sideline.
I was going to say, yeah, you mentioned this earlier.
Stifling intensity, yeah.
Probably coming through the mics that everyone is up on the sideline. Oh, big bid.
Oh, it's a big shot. Jenny Wu over her head.
I think got stuck under it, did the old circle of death.
It's like a standard match defense. Hoping there's a bit of help D. Getting beaten long. It's not ideal in Manly's book at the moment when they want to keep the disc here. Palmer bringing the disc in. Oh,
wow.
Taryn Anderson intercept D. Jenny Wu. Oh, hang on. Call.
Good pressure. I mean, it would have been a high
It would
count
have
as
been
well.
stall 8-9, yeah. That dump defense was really good by Helen Epstein to shut Jenny Wu down.
Yeah, definitely.
Enabled that opportunity for a block. Still a bit of chat. Looks like it's a contest from what I can see the hand signals.
Yes.
It's probably coming in on like a stall 8, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
yeah. I was going to say that this is going to be a stall line, hit and hope.
Hammer?
Thinking out to the break side,
Yeah.
high release break side. Went to the
Break
side.
dump.
Break dump, close enough.
Wu with the disc. Manly trying to get organised. Open side to Wentworth with heavy defensive pressure.
Yeah, nice grab.
Yeah, from Janacek. All right, so Manly steady the ship. That's what they needed, just to take one back.
100%.
All right, and I reckon you'll see Holly Reeve on for this point after she's had a spell.
Yeah, I think you'll see Holly playing more points than not now.
Mm. So this will be Rogue's first win if they get this one on the board after losing to Ellipsis earlier today. Manly won on Universe against Spicy Chili in the late morning game, I think 10:30 game. I wonder whether some of that Universe point maybe took the emotional energy
Yeah.
potentially. It's always hard to back up, you know, those really intense games.
Nationals is a pretty full-on, like, 4 days from the first point. All right, let's see what Holly can pull out from a full perspective.
Yeah, with a big smile too. It's a nice one. Lands in.
Yeah, you take that.
Pins him on the sideline, yeah. All right, so they've got Eunice. Oof, they've got Carpenter coming over onto the offensive line. Doing really well to play the small ball, get those undercuts. Bub with the disc to Owens. There's a lot of crowding and they're all clearing out. It's a bit better.
Pick. This is really good flow. I mean, there was one possession there that they probably held on to a bit too long. Everything else has been really good structure and flow. All right, players just chatting about where they'll be.
The other thing that Rogue are doing quite well is clearing out to the sides, making sure that they're not in the way of the next option. See, they're clearing space really well.
Yeah.
There we go. Carpenter receives a disc in that window.
This one could go up over the back.
Yeah.
This could go up over the back. Oi.
Ooh, it's probably a strip cord, I'd imagine. I think just couldn't stop fast enough.
Yeah,
Kept running. Yeah, so Carpenter's come across to the O-line. She's usually their kind of D-line handler, so it's an interesting move given that the O-line have really gotten it done on Rogue. Got Chung. Oh, floats above her head.
No. Oh.
And Manly get the D. But just a little gust of wind at the inopportune time. Holly Reid with the disc. She's probably looking a big. Nothing coming. A lovely inside flick. Saved by Lizzie Moore. And Reid coming again.
Got the swing. Nice.
Yeah. Coming across to Otten.
Good
Oh,
cut.
really nice Ricard's tang. Lovely cut. Sareve.
Yeah, do
She's
that.
looking long. She's got Rosie Dawson. Oh, fantastic D. By Shannon Barb.
Good out of the hand from Holly. I thought that was a goal.
Rogue. Nice gainer upfield across the far sideline. Carpenter getting free for that dump. It's a match call. Otten does well to shut down that up line. Across to Owens, and then Barb pops up. Nice move across, making the defenders work. Well done, Ruiz to Chung. Oh, cross field. That just floats in. Oh, so much float on that, but just couldn't get across there. Amy Gal. Sorry, Matilda Wu. We've got Holly Reid bringing it up disc again. I suspect she'll be looking for a big. There's not much movement from Manly. Dumps across to House. Ricard's tang in space. Attacks it well. Oh, hand block. It's a lovely block. Matilda Wu. Right, Rogue. Chance to make quick work of this one. Not much movement in the stack.
Oh.
Just gets under the arm of Holly Reeve for a score to Owens. It's going to be tough for Manly to come back with 81.5 minutes down. So we'll see Holly Reeve or just sees it a millisecond too late. So we've got Milan on the YouTube comments. Is that Bex Palmer on Rogue? Yes, it is. Bex Palmer, number 12. She's had some fantastic defensive and offensive plays. Throw of the day, as Andy called earlier.
Yeah.
And absolutely Maddie Owens, as Rory said, is having an absolute beast of a game. Really steady offensive cutting and movement to make sure that there's always an option.
Yes, shout out to a few old favourites, Milan. Good to have you tuning in from wherever you are in the world. I never quite keep track. And Rory Connell, one of the genuine good humans in Ultimate. Guessing he's not here if he's watching it.
It's a decent rolling pull from Carpenter. Taryn Anderson to pick up. Junkie look. She hasn't got a lot of support behind the disc. Saw count's getting high. All right, Rogue pushed them back, working around to the sides. Oof, and a nice gain into Wu.
Well taken
To
as well.
Sarah Wentworth. Now coming through the middle. They're transitioning to match. Right, the intensity level from Rogue is really staying quite high. Manly have the work cut out for them. Oh! What
Still got it. Still got it. That's why she's one of the best in the country.
Okay, let's go.
Wow. What a grab. And, you know, you've spoken about Manly's energy. If that doesn't get you up and about.
Went through 2 sets of defenders' hands.
And
She
behind.
just went behind.
Wow. That is special.
Might be mixing up their lines now. We've got Reeve, Otten, Rickards Tang, House, Wentworth, Dawson. Rogue with their classic offensive line. Owens, Barb, Chung, Palmer, Latamados. Looks like they're setting up a horror. It's a hard match for Manly. See if they can bring the intensity, match that of Rhodes. The big shot from Chung. It's going to float. It's going to float a long time and too far out the back. A bit of rush to the head maybe for that one.
Yeah, agreed.
House bringing up the disc for Manly. Wentworth starts movement. Rickards Tang goes. Dawson goes. Just a small one. The defensive intensity from Rogue is really shutting down a lot of options. It takes a fantastic effort from Reeve to keep the disc in hand. Rickards Tang has a nice under. She goes across to Moore. Reeve makes a nice cut. Looked off. Nice one to Rosie Dawson, just keeping it safe. To Reeve again. She's looking for a long. Otten's in the space. She got well free of the defender for the score.
That is perfect. We've got a game.
They put on a line with lots of experience, man, and they've come up with the truckies.
Yeah.
Moore, Wentworth, Dawson.
Wowee. Trailing all game, and now we're starting to hear some lines get called. Interesting.
Otten just got so free of a defender there. And I think reading the kind of blade coming across, she did really well. So that's a break for Manly.
Big break, upwind break, huge, off a massive put.
Yeah, so one overthrow from Chung on Rogue, and then a pinpoint throw from Reeve makes a difference.
Let it go. She had one from that position
Earlier.
about 4 points ago, and it just dipped in, and then the defender had a bite at it. That one was perfect.
I think the timing of the cut was also a little better. She
Yes.
allowed, like she already had the space and she didn't go in it too early, so the defenders weren't dragged in the play. They were well and truly trailing behind. All right.
All right, we're getting up there. It's the 88-minute mark.
Yeah. Oh, massive pull by Holly Reeve.
Here we go.
Carpenter picking it up.
This is big.
Yeah, up to Chung. Goes for one through the cup. Up across. Really needed to treasure the disc road.
Cups
Little
it over
shots.
and get out.
Yeah. trapped on the sideline. Oh, managed to go backwards. Latamatos fakes some big ones. Otten a big mark, but
Yeah, it's a great
manages
mark.
to get around. Oh, not to intended receiver, they make it work, Rogue. I think they're out now. Cup struggling to get back. Oh, Holly Reeve.
Got it.
Massive. And she's looking to go quick, but no one's going for her. Oh, having to go cross field.
Nice.
Recuts tang. Manages to snaffle it. Oh, intensity's gone up.
Fatigue's
Fatigue's also setting in.
Yeah.
Holly Reeve just marshalling this offense. On preferred receiver.
Go on. Go on. Go on.
Yes, and she is just outside the end zone. We've got more on the doorstep. People are just jogging slowly to the line. She needs, it's a really shallow hammer to give it back to Rogue. You can see how gassed the players are. You know, Manly shortening their lines. You can see people kind of just jogging to the stack, just clogging all the space. And Paul Moore didn't have too many options there. Right, looks like they're going to try and trap this with a puppy fence. Intensity has gone up a notch. Oh, well done, Palmer. Right, Carpenter, she likes a big one. Well weighted to Ruiz. Oh, and just a small ball. Ooh. Catching under some heat, Palmer. She's bringing it today. Looking for that inside, now around to Owens. Rogue just playing patient. Otten in space. Makes that D. All right, Manly. Another shot to work it all the way up. The legs are moving slowly. Looking for Holly Reeve. Just a little reset. Not much movement from downfield. Holly gesturing. Yeah. To Owens. Oh, of course, Palmer's in the way with the intercept. 1-2, 1-2. Oh, hang on. There's a call. Owens, who's having a great game. He's clutching at a leg. Ooh, there wasn't any contact or anything. Just needing a little bit of assistance getting up.
So as we head into the final moments of this game, 259 watching the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying what's going to be a humdinger of a finish. Alright, so I think we're just going to have an injury replacement. We're trying to work out when it's coming in from, where it's coming in from.
I think the teams are working out the subs.
Both teams are just, yeah.
Yeah. Bringing in Wentworth for Otten for Manly. Oh, and this comes back in Unis Chong. Oh!
Huge goal, huge point. 13-11. That's an upwinder.
Rogue are very excited. As well they should be. I think that went through a couple of sets of hands. Still managed to focus in and collect that one. So we look at the replay here.
We'll get confirmation from the officials, but we believe that will be again 14.
It's a tip. Oh.
We've got the advisors checking their watches.
I guess we're playing to 14.
Okay, time cap did go during that point, so we've got a game to 14. So Manly, if they want to win, they've got to put 3 in. 1 on O, 2 on D.
How short,
Rogue only need to do it once.
how short will the lines go?
I think they are being very watchful around who's on. You can always tell the players that want on because they're standing in eyeshot of the coach. Just itching it up, maybe just a little bit of movement. Game to 14, correct, Milan?
I mean, they've got to put on a line to get the break, and then they've got to have another line in reserve. It's always a tough one as a coach, I think, to make these calls. It's interesting, the intensity of the game has certainly gone up a notch, and you can hear the volume from the road camp also increasing with it, but Manly's just kind of cool, calm, collected, all good. As Manly gets underway. There's a bit of a junk look here by Rogue, trying to stop those first options. Stymied the flow.
Not doing Manly any favours.
No.
The wind's kicked up.
Just moving the disc in the backfield between the handlers at the moment. Just taking what they're given, but they're not making much progress upfield. Very little rotation on that disc, but they make it work.
There's a nervousness and a hesitation.
Absolutely.
Hesitation. No one wants to lose the game.
Yeah.
But you can't play to not losing. You've got to play to win the game. And
That's
means
it.
Moving it up and catching the...
That's it, yep. And there we get one through the, that's where we get one through the cup to Jenny Wu. They've made a little bit of the ground. They're half field now. It's interesting, Manly are certainly relying on working through the zone with their throws, not so much with their legs.
More confidence now.
Yeah. They're working it well. So they're definitely taking safe options.
They're not really sending hops in there. Either going lateral, keep going to the handlers.
Yeah, again, just using their throws. Oof, that's a lovely hammer. Using their throws and not so much their legs. Maybe a few tired ones out there this afternoon. All right, and Vogue is still holding the zone, even though they're knocking on the doorstep now. Manly doing well on the far side. Lots of fakes. Rogue still holding that junk look. Retreating a little bit now, Manly. So the yelling's going up in volume. Manly still cool, calm and collected. Rogue doing a great job of slowing them down, applying pressure. Ooh. Got one through the cup. Ooh, Palmer was close. This is with Wu to Anderson. Oh, to House. Anderson wants it back, but Bex Palmer's really doing a good job of shutting that little central space in the cup down. As we go to Taryn Anderson again. Manly still staying so patient. Good on him for staying cool, calm and collected. Oh! Oh!
Still, oh!
Janacek got a claw in that.
Yeah.
Deflected it just enough to make it a difficult
Great
catch.
D.
After being so patient with the disc, they just aren't able to complete that last one.
For the win. Rogue need to move it 71 metres.
Downwind.
Downwind as well.
Yeah, I reckon they got
streaming.
this.
The streaming, still streaming. She's got coverage.
Palmer bobs up.
There we go.
Oh, she goes for a hammer, a huge hammer to Healy. She's now on the doorstep. Everyone's catching up.
Good patience.
Yeah, that's Janacek. Rogue setting up the end zone play. There's a lot of movement. Of course, Palmer's there. Oh,
That's the game.
that's the game.
Well done. What a hammer there to finish it off. Great commitment from Healy. She made that cut and kept going and kept going, but knew it was downwind. So it's like, I know I'm not too deep. This going that way, other way, too deep. That way, no, knew she was an option and eventually got it out on the great side for a hammer. And eventually, Rogue scored the winning goal. 14-11, they'll take the game.
Rogue really just bought it from the beginning. I think it was
Yep.
getting that couple of points up both at the start of the game and then again at half-time.
Yep.
Manly were just trailing and couldn't switch on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at the start, and it was a
Free zip.
three
Yep.
zip, and the buffer was 3 points, was it?
Yep.
Or 4. So thank you everyone for tuning in. 250 odd people watching. It's been great. Had a real treat today, especially with this game. We have one more game to bring you at the end, and that will be Brisbane Fuse, obviously out in Queensland, versus the GWS Blaze. So we will see you at 3:50, which is about 10 minutes from now on the next channel. See you then.
Alti.tv